Alright, so...
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, so the first DLC coming out is gonna be, Hector, because fucking course it is. Who would have guessed? You know what I mean? Like no one is
Hector!
Yeah, no one is surprised Hector. And then, who else is it? The next one after that actually was a bit of a surprise. Veronica from Fire Emblem Heroes, which, okay, that's a welcome thing. That's one of the two ones nobody saw coming. Like, that's a fun one, you know what I mean?
Oh?
Is your internet shitting out a bit?
Yeah, that's what I feared.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll just talk. You could, do your art recording. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, so the second one after Hector is actually Veronica, which was a surprise but a welcome one.
I mean, she's a good character. It's just
Oh,
a
yeah,
shame that she's in a mobile game.
Yeah, but like it's nice to see her get some recognition. Then the next one after Veronica was the one that came completely out of left field and nobody saw coming. Soren from Fire Emblem Pathfinder and Radiant Dawn. The guy who's Ike sexual.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fun surprise.
I'm not a big fan of Ike. Okay, I liked playing Ike's game, but the concept was shit. And that's why I always have a mixed feeling about Ike's game.
Really? What did you not like?
Good storyline. Huh? You've never played it?
No, I've played it, but what didn't you like about it?
I didn't like having two different teams and one of them being...
Oh, no, that's Radiant Dawn. No, Radiant Dawn, remember how you could get fucked over in Radiant Dawn? So, Ike's first game, Path Rance, is, in my opinion, the best Fire Emblem game, because it's not the best in any one category, but one of the best in every category, well, except for visuals. And so, because that put together, it's overall best.
Yeah, no, I didn't like his games fucking me over.
Yeah, no.
It's the reason why I haven't finished Shadows of Valentia, because it reminds me of Ike's game, and I'm like...
Well, that wasn't Ike's game, that's Ike and Micaiah's game, that's Radiant Dawn, which is actually the second Hearst Fire Emblem game. I never finished it because of that. It's a beginner's trap that actually was never supposed to exist.
Dude, it just sucks.
Oh, yeah, no, for real. I think it's overrated.
There's not very much in the games that I actually like. Like, I liked Shadow Dragon more than I liked Path of Radiance. That was the shit one.
You mean Radiant Dawn, because Radiant Dawn is the one with the two teams. Path Radiance is...
I hated both of them.
Okay, well... We're not always correct. We always... Sometimes we're wrong. Anyway, I mean, it's fair to have a different opinion. That's the spice of life, baby.
Oh, God. Did you just drop?
Alright, so,
if you're going to squirm down there.
Cat? Alright, so, the stupidest thing regarding Radiant Dawn having that issue, you wanna know what it is?
I didn't hear any of you because the call dropped.
That's fine. Don't worry, I purposely was waiting for you to come back. So the whole issue for Radiant Dawn with the split up and then Micaiah, where if you used certain characters, if you didn't use certain characters in Micaiah's path, you're fucked later on, was actually never supposed to be a problem. The game was actually, Radiant Dawn was heavily rushed, and there's actually 40% of the game got cut. They kept basically what was absolutely necessary in the game.
Well, then they shouldn't have released it.
They didn't have a choice.
At some point, somebody has to be like, we're not going to give shit. This is... Dude, this is the reason why Fire Emblem almost didn't make it. Because everybody's half-assing crap.
Yeah, for real.
And then they had to change the whole concept because people are... Oh, I hate it. The game's too hard. I'm like, it's a strategy game. I didn't come here to make a child army. I came here to have an army. I came here to kill a dragon, okay?
Now, like, some of them I do understand being called too hard, specifically Radiant Dawn and Thracia 776. I can actually see it. Yeah, okay, yeah, those are genuinely overly hard games. Radiant Dawn and Radiant Dawn's difficulty, however, is because the game was rushed rather than because, oh, it's supposed to be hard. I mean, it is kind of meant to be hard because it's meant to be played after Path of Radiance rather than Radiant Dawn. Rather than doing Radiant Dawn first, you're supposed to do Path of Radiance first. Which...
Dude, you give any of the old games to some of the new players, they'll cry. Like, when they re-released Marth's game, they, like, just enhanced it a bit, and everybody's like, why does it look like this? Why is it so hard? And I'm like, ooh.
Oh, no, Marth's game, the re-release of Marth's game genuinely looked pretty ugly.
That's what it originally looked like.
Oh, no, like, no, oh, you mean that. No, I was thinking of Shadow Dragon.
No. No, I don't think they're ever going to remake Shadow Dragon, and if they do, they have a lot of work on that one.
Yeah, no, they remade it.
That
Fire
one was
Emblem...
fucking hard.
Yeah, Fire Emblem 11 is just a remake of the first game. What else is it? So yeah, turns out Radiant Dawn was supposed to have some levels where you got to use Micaiah's characters again, as well as like some of the Lagu's Emancipation Army characters again. Between the events of like Part 3, you were supposed to be able to do that, rather than late into Part 3 having to use Micaiah, where all and the rest of the group, where all of your characters except for probably Jill are going to be severely underleveled. Because it didn't tell you early on that you should only use these characters, not any of these. But also, if we actually got what we were supposed to get, we wouldn't have had the issue with Vika having the worst availability in the franchise, where you get to use her on some stages in Part 1, and then never again until near the end of the game, where you'll have Naysala before her, and he's literally her, but better growth rates in every category, except for resistance. And he has far better abilities than her. So it's just shit. It's like the worst availability for any character in the franchise. Because she's a little weak for when you get her in Part 1 anyway, and then it turns out you can't use her again after Part 1 until like towards the end of Part 4.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of her in general, so...
Yeah, you know what Vika's backstory is?
I don't even fucking remember.
She doesn't have any. They never wrote her backstory.
Sounds about right for a Fire Emblem game.
No. She was supposed to, as were many of the characters that were first in Radiant Dawn. But remember how I said that the game was rushed?
Oh, yeah.
Well, a lot of the stuff where we were supposed to learn more about her and others had to unfortunately be scrapped. You know how usually in supports you get to learn a lot about characters as well?
If they even have supports?
Yeah, well, remember how Radiant Dawn had, like, zero supports? Like, zero real supports? It's because the game was so heavily rushed. And so,
I'm just used to Fire Emblem games just not having anything.
Yeah, like, Radiant Dawn is essentially it's basically Fire Emblem if you took out lots of the essential elements, and not the essential elements, if you took out everything but the bare essentials. That's what Radiant Dawn is, in my opinion. It's very comparable to Shadow Dragon in that way, except a little grander in scale, but also harder. As you can tell, I am not a fan of it, even though I love Talius. Like, Path of Radiance is my favorite Fire Emblem game, but my god, Radiant Dawn. Oh my god, that reminds me. That's what the absolute shit show that will be if they bring back supports is. Ike actually originally in Radiant Dawn was supposed to be able to get with either Soren, Ronald, or Leith, or Lath, whatever you want to call her. And you know, even though like him with Soren is always meant to be canon, but do you know the shitstorm that will cause if they bring that back, if they ever remake Radiant Dawn and actually add supports? Have you seen how toxic Soren Ike shippers can be?
No, because I don't pay attention to that shit.
Oh yeah, if you dare not love Soren X Ike and want it and want to make fan art for it for free or anything, they will say you're homophobic.
That makes no sense.
No, it does not make any sense.
Give me a minute as I put... okay. My brain could not put a face to a name, so I was like, wait, isn't that... Yeah, I was right. I was correct.
Yeah, but, like, it's just like... These people... That's what I have to say regarding them most of the time. They
calm
don't...
down, it's just a game.
Yes, but also... They don't ship Ike and Soren. They don't like it because oh, it's gay representation or anything. No, they fetishize it. They aren't like shipping them because they genuinely love the ship for genuine reasons. No, it's mostly fetishization. The worst part with like the Soren Ike shippers is that they typically don't understand Ike's character at all. They're like, oh, Ike is so romantic, absolutely loves Soren, etc.
He's dumb as a box of fucking rocks.
Well, one, yes. Two,
I love him, but he is definitely oblivious when it comes to relationships.
Oh, I actually genuinely think he's asexual.
Yeah, that could be possible, yeah.
Because Leth flirts with him in Path of Radiance. Ike goes right over his head. Like, she invites him over to Galia for training. He's like, oh yeah, cool, training would be awesome with you. And I'm just like, Ike, she wants to have sex with you, you idiot. Soren says that he loves Ike and doesn't want to ever lose him. Ike's response, oh yeah, don't worry, I don't want to lose you either. You're one of my best friends, and I'll never leave you. And I'm just like, Ike.
Over your head.
Ike, he just confessed his love to you. Not familial love, romantic love. Ronald flirts with Ike throughout Radiant Dawn. Ike, yeah, I'm a cool bro. I like hanging out with you.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
dumb.
Ike. Ugh. Oh yeah, by the way, Ronald x Ike only became a thing in Radiant Dawn. People think it was always a thing, but it was actually only added to Radiant Dawn. The localization added it in Path of Radiance because they learned about Radiant Dawn was going to have Ike and Ronald as a potential option. Yeah. But you have to know why I'm very, very highly against that ship.
It's force? Question mark?
Oh, no, it's because Ronald helped babysit a baby Ike a couple times.
Is it the age gap?
No. It's that Ronald babysat Ike when he was a baby.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see that's very problematic.
I can't talk because I like Gunther, and technically Gunther raised the main character.
No, I understand what you're getting at, but like, you know what I'm getting at, where like Ronald, like Gunther isn't actively hitting on the main character though, so that's where it's like different. But Ronald is like actively hitting on them, which is kind of creepy in hindsight. Yeah, it isn't. It isn't like
you owe me one date.
It isn't like Gunter where it's Corin coming on to Gunter. No, it's Ronov coming on to Ike, which was actually kind of not as blatant in Path of Radiance, but like in Radiant Dawn, it's kind of in your face a lot, and like.
Yeah.
When you know the relationship Ronov had with Ike's father, it just makes it very creepy. When you know how Ronov knew about Ike and everything, and essentially what Leith and Mordecai are doing for Ike is essentially similar to Ronov's relationship to Ike's father, Gawain, or Griel, whatever you want to call him.
No, I don't ship a lot of people together when in the Fire Emblem community, because as much as I do like Lynn and Hector, I also liked her and what's his name? He was the nomad, the archer on the horse. Yeah, I really liked them together.
You know what a very weird fact regarding Wrath is?
What?
His daughter Sue can only exist if Lynn marries him, meaning technically because he has no other romantic options for whatever reason, that means it's kind of forced in that way, even if unintentional. Yeah.
It's sort of like how when you play a VN and they're like, oh, well, technically the canon ending is with this guy, and I'm like, no, it fucking ain't.
Oh yeah, I kind of hate that. I think where it's like, oh, it's like when it forces it canon. If it's like implied canon, like with Soren or Ninian, it's fine with me because like you still have the options to support others. It isn't forced. You know what I mean? Like it's like, yeah, this is canon, but you could do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Like that's what I like. But when they like kind of force it, then it just gets gross. Hey, at least it isn't as bad as the shitty localization for Fates. You know the whole thing where Corin and Azura are first cousins?
I don't.
You know that's actually not true. That was actually a localization error.
I don't want to think about it because you already know my opinion of Azura.
Yeah, but like the truth is, and basically it really, you know how the localization for that game was questionable at best.
I honestly do not care.
That's fair.
I think the game didn't even need Azura. So.
Yeah, Azura was very wasted. In more ways than one. Anyway,
She's not wasted. She just wasn't needed.
Yeah, except for the middle path, she has no purpose to exist.
You could have had all those interactions with your little sister. Instead, she dies for no reason in 2 of the path lines, and I think that's fucking stupid. I'm like, clearly your little sister is more important than some bitch who can't even protect her own throne.
Yeah, so the true relationship between Azura and Corin isn't that their mothers were sisters. Rather, in the actual Japanese version, it's that their mothers were so close they were like sisters. And somehow, I mean, yeah, the localization is bad as is, but somehow they couldn't differentiate between the fact that they aren't actually sisters, but were like sisters because they were close friends.
I mean that's fair because they don't look anything like each other.
Yeah, and instead they ended up making Korin and Azura a very creepy couple that is pressed a bit.
Because I always looked at them all, I'm like, I know that siblings sometimes don't look like each other, but I would really like to see your guys' parents to see exactly how one of you has blue hair and one of you has black hair.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can't speak anything for Korin, because Korin's technically part whatever genetics the mom is, and then a fucking chaos dragon. So I'm like, Korin has exemption because they have main character syndrome, where it's just they're gonna look weird. But
oh, that reminds me. Did you know that what's their names? Korin and Azura are still related though, but very distantly related. They're like cousins fourth removed, I think.
I don't care.
Because Azura's ancestor was actually Korin's father's brother.
I don't care. I wish there was an option to push her into a hole that has no bottom.
You have to know what hole I put her in?
I just didn't use her.
That's the hole I put her in as well.
And my fiance's always like, well, if you turn her into... I'm like, no. I didn't change any of my units' classes to weirder things to make them more beneficial. I kept them to what they were. And after a while, I could just use, move twice with one of my sorcerers. So, no, we're not talking about it. No. I wanted the freaking bards back, and I got this shit. This shitty class, this shitty privilege, and nothing's going to make up for it. I want Ninny and Nils back. They were good bards.
Yeah.
Dancing class is dead.
Azura really was contentious. I mean, Avis likes her, but we can't all be right.
Well, I know what you're meaning. You're meeting the middle ground. It's more like she's a pretty character, but
Avis relates to her is what I mean, and that's why Avis likes her. That and she's pretty. But like, even Avis acknowledges that the writing for her could be so much better.
I honestly don't want to know how she feels kin to Azura, because that's some toxicity right there.
Not kin, like relates to her, like understands some of the stuff Azura goes through regarding like family.
That worries me.
What is it?
That makes me very concerned for her mental state and the state of her family.
Yeah, her family's a shit show, but we probably shouldn't talk about it on stream.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
nah,
I forgot.
I understand. We worry about her because she's family to us.
Exactly.
Oh, now I remember what the other characters that are, like, finally going back to Fire Emblem Engage, what the other emblem rings are. The other one, there's the third one, I mean, the one after Soren is one where it's, like, a surprise but not a happy one. It's Kamala. Which just feels very weird and probably more pandering than anything, sadly, again. Like, if they did Kamala justice with her supports in the game, I could see it being different, but I highly doubt they're gonna do that. I just do not have faith in them. Still there?
Hey, my internet's blinking.
You gotta get going?
I'm gonna try to stick it out for a little bit longer.
Alright. But yeah, the another one of the emblem rings, one that everyone is sure is going to be done poorly, is Kamala.
What?
Kamala, she's going to be one of those emblem rings for Fire Emblem Engage DLC. She's one that was a surprise but not a happy one for most people, because we have zero faith in them doing anything for her besides fan service. Yeah, I mean,
that's a shame.
Yeah, it'd be different if in her supports of characters they show the better side to her, but we highly doubt they're going to do that with her. We know intelligence systems too well. What is it? I should have used spoiled guys. Anyway, oh, what was it? Oh yeah, then the final DLC is a welcome surprise. Well, kind of. Well, it's not really a surprise at all. It's Chrom. Yeah, no one was really shocked, although everyone...
Wait, he's not actually already in the game.
Yeah, in a way, but like everyone thinks it should have been Robin instead. Because, I mean, we have Corrin and Byleth, so why not have them?
I mean, I love Robin.
Yeah, but like with Chrom, what else can you do with him? Because, you know, Lucina's already in the game,
Well,
as is Marth, and Ike. Apparently, you know what Chrom's second weapon unlock is? Robin's Tome.
So he can be a magic user.
Yes, weirdly enough.
That sounds actually badass for him, given that his elder sister is a magic user.
What I think would be interesting is if they do what they did with Ephraim and Erica, where it's two characters in one ring. Maybe they'll do that with Chrom and Robin.
That would make sense. Well, honestly, from what I have been able to see from my fiance's friend playing it, I can see the controversy in allowing Robin to be one of the people that you can use, given that it looks like the main character of this game is a duality character, just like Robin is. You can either be good or you can be bad.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, if they want you to be a good person, they should have just made your hair blue. But I guess that's going to destroy
but the duality color is very stupid until a late game spoiler, which feels a little forced, but like it does make up for the stupid ass design.
I mean, I get it. If you're good, you blue. If you're bad, you're red. I get it. You blew up the world once and mommy had to put you down for a nap.
Yeah, no. It's more like kind of like we're a chimera, I think. Whatever.
There's a whole bunch of things, and a lot of the characters, I'm like, you look like a lot of other characters. You are discount versions of all.
Oh yeah, no, for real. Many of them are discount versions
crap.
of others.
Like freaking the prince and princess. I'm like, you're Dimitri and you're just Elise, but I love you both.
Oh, Alfred is Dimitri if he was gayer.
Yeah, no, I listened to that kid talk for a while, and I'm like, oh, honey.
You are gay. Like, I'll say this, Alfred is one of the better written characters in that game, although, like, you don't really notice it until a bit later on with supports, which is unfortunate, but he actually has pretty good character development compared to, Diamant and a bunch of others, like Etier. Most characters in that game, their writing is terrible. It reminds me of, like, the worst. You know how Fates had some character writing that was really bad, and it's like they made the characters, like, their whole character is some gimmick rather than being unique or something? It feels like that for a lot of them, where they replaced personality with gimmick. I mean, gimmick was a thing of Awakening, but they made it work, because basically there's these goofy misfits that have to come together and cover each other's weaknesses with their own strengths to overcome these obstacles and defeat the villains. And it works because we see all this about them, but we also see their heart. And I think one of the reasons why it works is because of the time skip, where we learn how they end up acting in the future, and it shows lots of character development for all of them, and then they have to talk with their children, and it helps them grow even more. There's heart to the characters. That's why I mean regarding Fire Emblem Awakening. The characters feel like they have heart. Compare that to, say, Fates, where some of the characters seem kinda... like, more... their personality's mostly a gimmick rather than actually being a character, if that makes any sense. Which is very unfortunate. And then Engage, I'd argue, has supports even worse than Fates. Ah, my nosey wosey stuffy wuffy.
Why do you have to say it like that?
Because it makes you uncomfortable.
I mean, it would have made more sense if you ended it with the you-know-what.
Nah. But, yeah, what is it? Engage's story is fucking awful.
I mean... so far, it's better than the Fire Emblem Warriors one.
Oh, yes, the first Fire Emblem Warriors game. Nothing will ever be as bad as that, in my opinion. Holy shit! What's the main personality of the male protagonist? Whatever the hell his name was. Oh, he wants to be a knight. Why? Because he wants to be a knight. The writing for them felt like kids, if that makes any sense.
The whole purpose was just a solo Warriors game.
Yeah, but then, my god, also making all the Warriors characters just, like, almost all of them were just, what's it called? Almost like palette swaps, because how very many of them played identical to one another. Just, what the fuck? And then the blatant DLC where it's like, oh, this character we couldn't have in the base game, and then said character's already in the base game, but you have to pay DLC to play them. It's like, what the fuck?
I just liked and wanted to hear From talk to Ryoma because they have the same voice actor.
Yeah.
The whole time I'm like watching them talk to each other, I'm like, this had to be very awkward for him.
Yeah. Oh, no, you know what some of my favorite interactions are? In the SD Gundam game I'm playing, certain characters have the same voice actor and they actually, like, acknowledge it, or they share, or an antagonist from their series shares voice actors. And so, like, for example, I think it was around Gina Sahaku or something, Camille Badon feels very uncomfortable around him, and the reason why is because one of Camille's antagonists has the same voice actor. Something like that. And then another one is like Amuro and Ribbon's Allmark feel uncomfortable around each other, and it's like they have the same voice actor. Yeah, it's funny. Like how they just straight up acknowledge it in clever ways. I like that. Oh yeah, thanks for being here with me.
As long as my internet's freaking working.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really awesome talking with you.
Sorry for being problematic.
Hey, I'm problematic too, don't worry.
I need one more follower for freaking Twitter.
Oh, you're that close?
One person. Well, I prefer usually getting like 3 or 4 people over, so just in case somebody unfollows me and stuff, and they don't.
Oh, like they just plan on trying to get the giveaway.
Well, I do. I go over the people who followed me the first time, and all of them are still there.
Well, that's good.
But
I hate
usually,
stuffy notes.
I usually have at least 3 or 4 over, so that I'm like, oh yeah, reach this goal, and then somebody purposely unfollows to be a jerk.
Oh, I hate that. Fucking assholes. I've had that happen before. Like I'm doing a giveaway and a person unfollows me before the final one and then tries to follow afterward. I'm like, you dumbass, I saw that you were following me before. And so they're like immediately disqualified and then they permanently unfollow me. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, parasite. And what else are they besides a parasite? What else is it? But yeah, like Crom and Robin. I hope it's Crom and Robin, but if it's just Crom, eh. So that I noted is that besides Soren, all of them are Fire Emblem Choose Your Legends winners. I will laugh if Soren ended up winning this CYL, because that would just be ironic. A happy little accident, you could say.
Ah, yes, that.
Wow, Tyria, you are fucked. In my game, one of the characters, Tyria, who's on my team, has, like, I think 1 health left. Ain't looking good for him. I know in this upcoming fight I'm going to have to revive him. I'm not looking forward to this. He's going to end up being dead weight unintentionally. Oh yeah, Tyria's already dead. What a shock. He died within a second, I think. Ow.
Ow?
They're kicking my ass! Help, Seth!
Well, I can't help. Your partner's dead.
Oh, no. One of my partners revived the other partner. Christina McKenzie is pretty good as a partner in this game because her ultimate attack basically gives her temporary invulnerability and, like, well, not invulnerability, but more like, she takes a lot more, she has, like, a lot more defense temporarily, and she can't be stunned or knocked away, so if an enemy's trying to stop her from healing an ally or me, they can't stop her.
Man, that microphone gatekeeping post is just blowing up.
Oh, you saw that?
Well, it's only because, like, 4 other people I'm following also reblocked it.
Oh, as did I, mocking it.
Yeah, no, I seen that, but there's, like, 4 other VTubers that are like, fuck you.
Yeah, you wanna know something about the girl where she was like sending the links for what are actually good mics? You wanna know something?
Eh.
Those are affiliate links. So she's tricking people into giving her money.
Uh,
Oh, but it gets
isn't that what
worse.
Crown's for?
Alright, so you wanna know how it gets worse, though?
I mean, begging people for money is already pretty bad.
Well, no, she's tricking people into giving her money without them being aware. And yeah, those links that she's like, oh, these are good mics you should buy if you want to actually be good at, etc. Those are affiliate links, not normal links, meaning if you go and purchase it from the places that she's telling you to, she'll get money.
I mean, there's that's pretty scummy.
Oh yeah, no, but it gets worse. She actually is a rebranded VTuber. That's what she got in trouble for in the past.
I don't think I want to know.
Can I tell you anyway?
I guess.
Alright, she claimed copyright for some other people's work and then tried to sue them and claim that she owned their own work, and they were able to prove in court that that was bullshit, and then they trademarked their shit and she had to pay them money. And it got her canceled, and then now the current account of hers is with the stupid post is actually her rebrand. Apparently it's her third rebrand.
I think she needs a new job.
I think her new job should be not being a fucking asshole.
I mean, I think she should just go out and have a natural job because clearly she can't play nice with others.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I just gotta go to the bathroom real fast. Shit. Dropping stuff everywhere. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, there's a new controversy regarding Funimation Crunchyroll. That's what it is?
What?
So, some of the shows that, on their popular tab, most people are watching them right now, turns out it's rigged. The only shows that are up there are ones that Funimation Crunchyroll has the rights to. Other shows that are actually more popular aren't up there in the most popular.
Well, it's their website. They can do what they want.
Yeah, but it's a monopoly.
I mean, not really?
No, they own the rights to almost any anime localization.
Oh, well, there's a few people who can, break up the monotony of it all.
Yeah, but the thing is that they bought most companies, and so you want to know how much % of anime dubs they now have the rights to or get to make?
I don't want to know because I personally fucking hate Funimation for a lot of fucking things.
90% of all anime coming out of Japan.
I mean, I feel like if it was that, they would definitely get smacked.
Oh, they are. Well, there's pushes for investigations into it being a monopoly right now.
I mean, if you have 90%, you are a monopoly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But at the same time, every time they buy a brand, the business bureau needs to be paying attention to that, because I remember when I worked for Walgreens and when Rite Aid was going bankrupt, Walgreens started to buy their buildings, and they actually they could only buy so many, because if they had too many of them, they were becoming a monopoly.
Yeah, but big business in America, they get to often do whatever the fuck they want. Especially anime and stuff like that, where the U.S. government tends to ignore it because, oh, it's just that stupid crap. Who gives a shit? Similar reason why we have so many problems in the games industry.
I watch most of my anime in Japanese and subtitles.
Same. Although a lot of that is because
when I watch it in English, I'm like, oh. I don't mind. There's a lot of series that I like in English because of my favorite voice actors are in them. But at the most point, I'm like, you didn't think about this casting now, did you?
Oh my god, I hate when that happens where some of the voice acting does not sound right at all. It's just like,
You didn't even close to their Japanese voice.
I mean, sometimes you can make it work, like, look at many of the Gundam dubs, where, although the voice acting is different from the Japanese version, they make it work by, like,
I mean, yeah,
matching the expressions and the personality of the characters.
Yeah, no, I had been done with Funimation when they started to take... I shouldn't say I was. I still am into Hetalia. But when they started doing the English dub and they fucked up half the voices and then they started making modern jokes, and I'm like, this joke means nothing because it doesn't match the time period in which they're talking about.
And it made the English dub age poorly.
That's why it had to be remade, and I'm like, see, you fucked it up. You broke it.
And people claim Funimation is better because they did better with One Piece. It's like, yeah, but they're just as bad as 4Kids at times.
They haven't really edited anything out. They're usually pretty good about it.
No, they actually do edit a lot.
The simplifications of the storyline suck, if that's what you're talking about. But
no, I mean, like, they genuinely do, like, change dialogue in some stuff. Like, in some cases, okay, I understand, but in other cases, it's like they think they're funny. It's not like Ghost Stories where, no, the dub was genuinely hilariously stupid. No, this is like stuff where it's like the changes make no sense. Similar to what you were saying with Hetalia, but like they still to this day sometimes do that shit.
The only places I've seen them actually stray a little from script is usually when they do filler, and I don't watch a lot of One Piece filler because most of it's shit.
Yeah, fair. But no, I mean, like, they changed certain characters very much to the point that they were completely different characters in, like, Kobayashi Dragon Maid, for example.
I have never seen a single episode of that.
Alright, well, basically they changed one character who's supposed to essentially be a bimbo. Made her into a SJW. And, like, it completely doesn't match who she is. And it made dubbing for her also even more harder, because now that you did that once, you have to do it for every other time this character appears, and it just for consistency's sake, and it just makes it harder and harder in certain scenarios where it's less and less easy to do.
Yeah, no, I avoid that anime because some of the fans creep me out.
Oh yeah, no, for real. I think I know which fans you're talking about.
And so I'm like, a lot of people, I've met a lot of nice people in that fandom. I have never seen a single fucking episode of it. But
Yeah, I've seen some episodes. I think it's fine. Some episodes tend to get creepy. But
well,
like,
it reminds me a lot of Oh My Goddess from what I have heard about it.
oh yeah, but it could be, but it could be very wholesome and funny at times. The only problem is that, like, now that Spy X Family exists, there's less reason to watch Dragon Maid.
Ah, yes. Those people need Jesus.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Pick a god and pray, because you're definitely going to whatever the bad place is for some of those people.
Yeah.
But, I've only read the first volume of Spy X Family. I haven't seen a single episode of it, and most of the information I get out of it is from Twitter.
Which is a bit of a mixed bag.
And I follow some pretty good people who are on the level, so I'm usually getting some good information.
Alright, that's good, but you know what I mean, where you have to be careful.
I know. I don't follow the people that make me want to call the police.
Oh my god. Why do so many people want to fuck the little girl?
Because they're creeps.
I fucking hate lollies. They're, lolicons. They're such creeps, and they do everything to defend their obsession. Yeah, so I ended up having to deal with on Twitter.
Oh.
People were accusing me of being a pedo because of the fact that I said lollies are pedophilic. And lolicons say that anyone who calls lollies pedophilic are the real pedophiles who are just projecting. I'm like, what fucking reasoning? What kind of mental gymnastics?
Is it sort of okay, so the only way I can see them actually jumping that giant chasm of bullshit is because people are like, oh, when people call you gay, they're actually projecting themselves because they're gay and they want to make fun of you so that they feel better and normal. And I'm like,
well, yeah, that's good, different. Then again, pedos and lolicons claim to be part of LGBTQ when they're obviously not.
No.
Have you seen that shit too?
Yeah, I have seen that shit. It makes me want to go and punch somebody in the throat.
And then there's the far right claiming they're part of it too because, oh, straight people are slowly becoming rarer and rarer. And it's like, one, no, they fucking aren't. Two,
no, they're not. Have you seen Texas?
Two, another problem with that comment is the fact that the truth is that there's always been more gay, bi, ace, etc. people, but they just have had to be closeted in the past because of how people just didn't accept them until more recently. Only more recently has it been much more acceptable. And now you have certain Republicans trying to commit genocide against the LGBTQ in certain U.S. states.
Talking about genocide's their favorite thing on their agenda, because if they can't make fun of the minorities, they have to go for things that are new and they don't like change.
Bunch of creeps is what they are.
Basically, they're old men screaming at clouds because they're stupid.
Yeah.
I don't think this is charging. Oh, now you... Ah, you sneaky bitch.
What would happen?
I'm stupid. I've been hitting the wrong fucking button.
Have you been having trouble with the art thing?
I'm not recording, no.
Oh, you're just drawing?
Yeah.
Are you drawing what I think you're drawing?
I'm trying to finish it, yes. Why'd you make that noise? That was very unsettling.
I'm sorry, no, that's just sometimes I laugh like that when my nose is stuffy.
I mean, there's not much to do given that, you know, there's no clothing involved. Oh, kinda.
Is that why you like drawing that art that I like to sometimes commission, if you know what I mean, when you're in the mood?
No? I just need the right music.
No, I'm just worried. Do you actually enjoy drawing that art when I commission it?
I mean, I don't draw a lot of it, and that's because I don't want to be known as one of those artists who just draw that.
Oh yeah, no, I understand.
No offense to the people who do, because they do some bomb-ass work.
Oh yeah, for real. But like the cute art I commissioned from you is also very good. I love it. More cute. Like, what was it? Never mind, I forgot what I was gonna say. I remembered. Nope, no, I did not. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see the cute art that you were working on for me that I commissioned.
Yeah.
But of course you have to be in the right mood, which I understand perfectly. Like, I'm more of a writer than anything, and I can't force it. Similar to when I am streaming, I can't just force a stream. I also can't just force schoolwork, even though I probably should.
Dude, did you not do your homework?
Hey, it's not due for another 3 days.
You do realize that 3 days can go by in a flash, right?
Yeah, I know. I'll get to it soon.
Don't feel bad. I was the type of person that would always, if I didn't get it done at school or college, I would wait until like the day before it's due and then just bum rush that shit.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, it's not like I regretted it. The only reason my GPA dropped is because they made me take a class I didn't want to take.
Oh my god, I hate that.
They're like, well, you've got to take a basic. I'm like, I'm not going to school for this. I'm not taking this class.
You know why they do that?
Basic. Just to fuck up your GPA is what it feels like.
Oh no, actually that is totally what it is. It's to try to basically get more money out of you.
Joke's on them. I still graduated with a 3.9. Fuck them. I was doing like fucking 12 credits each semester and working a full-time job. I was tired.
Yeah, I bet. I think I remember that period. Wait, did I know you around that time?
I think so. We've known each other for more than, I think, 8 years.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I remember there was a time where you had to take a long break from RPing. I think it was because of that as well as other stuff.
There was school and moving
and work.
And work and
Fuck off, all y'all Sashes! Fuck off! I have a feeling you're not going to be able to RP for a while still.
Nah.
Lost.
Dude, I was RPing on Tumblr for a little bit, but the wind's just out of my sails for the most part.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is that you kind of lost interest in it. Not in the characters you made, but, like, just RPing in general.
Yeah, no, all of my accounts have suffered.
Yeah, I understand. That doesn't mean you're not into talking about the characters. I mean, we still talk about our characters once in a while.
Yeah. Like, I feel bad for some of my other friends who are like, hey, are we ever going to continue this? And I'm like, I'm not sure. Because, one, I could, but two, I also... There's some RPs that I forgot what the general motivation or plot direction it was going. And I'm too scared to ask that person, hey, do you remember what direction this was going in?
That's totally what happened to our RPs in general. It's like, you wanted to get back to them and you're like, what were we doing again? You remember some of those RPs we were doing a while back.
Well, ours are simple. I can always remember what's happening in ours.
Yeah, you're just not in, you just don't have interest in using any of those characters as we speak.
Yeah.
Maybe one day,
Melina.
but probably not.
I love Melina, but she is currently in one of my D&D campaigns as something else, and so my brain is over there.
Nah, I understand.
Oh, for a minute there, I was like, why is it asking me to install that? Oh yeah, because it's not on this device.
But yeah, if you ever want to continue those RPs, just let me know, okay?
Yeah.
But, like, for now, I'm totally fine with just those headcanons, the cute headcanons.
Kind of what all of my RP partners are getting out of me right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, because it's, you know, it's fun to just, like, discuss little stupid ideas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the cute, sometimes spicy, etc. Like, it's a good, I wouldn't say stopgap, what's the word? It's a good replacement for RPs where it's more like the idea, painting the picture of the idea in our heads rather than RPing it. Because it still gives us kind of the general idea of much, much less effort. There are crows outside. Oh, that reminds me, I'm actually moving from where I live to my grandparents, and I'm gonna miss these crows. But there are crows where she lives as well, and they're actually,
Aww.
and one of them is one of the crows is one of the children of the crows in my neighborhood.
Aww.
Yeah. I hate moving because I'm going to miss this house. The biggest problem is how my mom just does not consider anyone else's feelings right now. It's her way or the highway, and she's doing whatever she wants, and if we dare do anything against what she wants to do, she gets super angry, and it's super annoying. It's like, I gotta sell some of my stuff, and what do I get out of it? Absolutely fucking nothing! I don't get any compensation. Yay. I mean, I grew up at my grandparents', so it isn't the worst thing in the world. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Ain't fun.
これも意図的に用意されたブレイク現象なのかも。ともかくこれで役者は揃ったよ。ステラさんの上司ネオロアノーク大佐も出てくるはず。そして私たちがやるべきことも決まってる。行きましょう、小隊長。ベルリンの街は。デストロイガンダムの仕業だね。やっつけなきゃ。怖いもの全部。本当に戦わなければいけないのね。僕もこの戦いに参加させてもらう。ベルリンの街はこんな。小隊長さん、すいません。市街地じゃローエングリーンも使えなくて。
Hey, Seth. Oh, did their internet finally die?
Yes?
Oh, I thought your internet finally died. I'm like, well, shit, I'm alone.
No, but I should probably drop soon because it's going to be supper time soon.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
I was going to say that we probably should... I was going to ask if you wanted to discuss some headcanons later.
Maybe. We'll see what happens.
Alright, it's fine if you don't feel up to it.
There's a lot of shit that I'm going to have to do for tomorrow for my work D&D session, so that might preoccupy me.
I understand. Oh, we definitely should start working on setting up the D&D campaign for our VTuber group.
I mean, I would love to.
We just have to stop. We just have to get everyone else to stop being lazy and sit the fuck down.
Yeah, we also have to find a time to do it, and that's going to be the hardest part.
Yeah, I think Mondays are the easiest so far.
Which is the only day I really have left other than Saturday night.
Yeah. And of course it could be like bi-weekly, like not semi-weekly or bi-weekly. Like we don't have to always do it. You know what I mean? Anyway, you're probably gonna get going, so see you around?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course, it was a lot of fun. See ya.
Bye. Well.
Wow, the moment someone leaves and you join in.
Sorry, I was in another call with another friend. So
It's fine.
I
Don't
had to talk
apologize.
to them about things and stuff.
Don't apologize. I just found it funny.
Sorry.
Again,
But
don't
yes,
apologize. It's fine.
me. It's me.
Ah!
I go quack. And I'm a boss duck. So yeah. What the heck is that monster? It's me! Deal!
It's the Destroy Gundam where the woman piloting it is basically brainwashed and was basically tricked by the main antagonist to think that everyone in this one city was out to kill her, and due to her PTSD plus brainwashing, she's killing everyone to protect herself and her friends, or at least who she thinks are her friends when none of them are, and they're all using her.
I was just making a funny JoJo joke, but okay.
And then I just got super dark. Ah!
What the heck was that all about, bruh? Why are you murring?
Because I'm getting absolutely slaughtered out here.
I'm stupid.
You're not stupid.
Hydrate.
No, shit. I'll hydrate when I can.
Do it now. Do it. Do it. Look, Kermit says to do it. You can't say no to Kermit. Bro, it's not even dead yet. God, this is annoying. This looks like the most annoying thing to try to beat up.
Yeah. And the girl Shin loved just got killed by Kira Yamato. Also, that is Kira Jesus Yamato because he survives the biggest bullshit ever in this franchise.
Bruh.
Like, for example, you know what happens to Kira after this fight in Seed Destiny?
Dies.
Shin Asuka pierces his cockpit with a large ass sword, and then his mobile suit's nuclear reactor goes off, blowing up right in Kira's face, and Kira survives.
Oh, so no one dies. I thought it was just death. Okay.
No, characters die, but like Kira, there's always bullshit ways that he escapes death. Like, he survived 3 different scenarios that should have killed him right from the get-go.
So he has plot armor, is what you're saying.
He has the worst plot armor in the entire Gundam franchise, yeah.
Or the most cringe, at least.
Oh, and he's very cringe. You wanna know how he's the strongest character in his series?
Plot armor.
Not only that, but he was genetically bred to be the most powerful character. And he's the hero. And it's just like, then what's the point? What's he overcoming? There are no struggles when he's meant to be the best.
て言えば彼女は錯乱状態だったのよ。実際フリーダムガンダムの姿を見ただけで。そういう理屈じゃないんだよ。シンくんは全対戦のオノゴロ島攻防戦で理不尽に家族全員を失ってるから、なおさらね。
That just makes him like a Gary Stu when you think about it. I'm like thinking
Oh no,
about it. Like
Kira is the biggest Gary Stu in the Gundam franchise. Hell, there was a character known as Patrick Colossar in the series that came after Seed Destiny known as 00 that he has some of the worst plot. Actually, no, Patrick has the worst plot armor in the franchise. But the thing is that you have to know why everyone forgives it, though.
why?
Because that's the joke. Patrick survives stuff that he shouldn't, and the show acknowledges it.
Bruh.
And, like, it's a running gag that he survives stuff he absolutely should not survive.
That's so annoying and so dumb.
No, it's actually really funny in Gundam 00, where, like, it's totally making fun of Kira Yamato's plot armor. Oh, and I have to fight the crab. Not the crab, I mean the lobster. Now I have to fight the lobster alongside the unicorn.
So you gotta fight Ryoma?
Yeah, look at this thing.
Hey, Ryoma.
I mean, it's piloted by a girl.
Oh, female Ryoma. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Looking cool like always, because Ryoma is cool. I don't care what anyone says.
The story of the pilot of it is kind of sad. The main protagonist of Unicorn nearly saves her life as well. Shamblo, and it shambles around. It's kind of funny. It's totally on purpose, but people who speak Japanese would not get that. It's a bit of a pun.
What do you mean?
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, yeah, Bonager, he's awesome. I will say Bonager is kind of a Gary Stu, but he's such a genuine, kind-hearted character who wants to do good that you kind of can forgive it, especially because he actually upholds his ideals, unlike Kira Yamato, where it's like, oh, Kira says he'll never kill anyone again, and you saw how he killed that girl, Stella.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, Kira totally will never kill again, then proceeds to kill. Bonager has one of the lowest kill counts of any Gundam protagonist ever. Which is ironic, seeing as he has the 4th strongest Gundam in the entire franchise.
Huh.
Yeah. You wanna know a weird but kind of cool fact regarding the 3 strongest Gundams?
Wow.
None of them are piloted by a white dude.
Huh.
Yeah, the most powerful is piloted by a black cross-dressing guy. The second most powerful is piloted by a atheist Kurdish boy. And the
isn't
third...
British still white?
What? Kurdish?
Isn't British still...
No, Kurdish.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm deaf.
Nah, I understand. Basically, it's Middle Eastern.
Okay, sorry, that's my bad.
That's fine. What is it? Trying to remember. And the third most powerful is a young girl.
Bro, can we just get rid of little kids in general?
She isn't. No. Did you hear what I said? I didn't say it's piloted by a young girl. I said it is a young girl.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just say said pilot kinda died and got absorbed into the mobile suit and now is the mobile suit. It's complicated. Some people hate Unicorn because it's too sappy and it's not realistic enough. It's like, Gundam doesn't have to always be super realistic.
It's not even realistic at all. What do you mean? It's literally fighting robots.
Yeah, I mean, then you have some like Gundam 0080 War in the Pocket, which is genuinely very realistic. Down to the ending being, not happy. Molly Garvey's been trying to avenge her parents who died fighting against the Earth Federation forces.
Range. By the power of friendship.
He knows Lonnie is not an evil person, which is why he's trying so hard to save her. That and both of them are very similar, where they're forced to have to do stuff because of their parents.
Ew.
Yeah.
I haven't heard something like that before, though, in a story.
Hmm. You hear what Benager said?
Wow, what did he say?
He said that continuing this cycle of hate, trying to get revenge, isn't going to stop anything. It's just going to make things worse. It's going to constantly cause more and more violence in an endless cycle, which that's what Benager is trying to break. And people say, oh, he's too sappy, man. But, like, unlike most Gary Stews, he actually does what he says he's going to do. And it isn't like he doesn't have issues that, like, he is kind of a Gary Stu, but he does have genuine weaknesses and genuine issues. Yeah, Yonam Kirksu was the second father to her, got killed, and so basically snapped her back into wanting revenge, right when she was about to stop. And Riddy Mercenus is a shithead. Benager barely stops her again, and you have to know what Riddy does as soon as she stops fighting back.
Wow.
Steals Benager's mobile suit's gun and fires at her cockpit, killing her instantly.
Bruh. Cringe.
Yeah, can you understand why some people absolutely hate Riddy Mercenus?
Yeah.
Oh, and then one of the best written female characters in anime, Marita Cruz, really kills later on as well.
So friends. Why is everyone friends?
Yeah, I mean, Marita lets herself die just to, basically, so that it'll snap Riddy out of everything and finally get him to essentially grow the fuck up and help Bonager in the final fight, which it was her plan. She knew she was going to die fighting against Riddy. Tragic, isn't it?
Yeah.
勝手にブレイクアウトした。モビルアーマーとの戦いはどうなったの？トゥルーミッション再登録完了。ユノミッション成功。ユノ大丈夫だよ、犬姉さん。シャンブロはビームマグナムの直撃で撃破。史実通りにね。強制的にミッションからブレイクアウトされる現象。バグなの？再現性はあるのかしら？トゥルーミッション。傷ついたガンダムが最後の一射を放った瞬間よね。これ G ユニバース側の仕様みたい。人の思念や大きな感情のうねり。
Okay, I'm gonna get going. See ya.
Alright, see you around.
See ya.
Oh, that's right, I'm supposed to hydrate.
じゃあ私たちが排除された後、バナージ君は撃ったのね。やっぱり最後は撃つしかなかった。それが戦争なのね。撃ったのはリディ少尉だよ。ユニコーンのビームマグナムを奪ってね。バナージ君は撃てなかった。彼が撃つ直前、ロニ少尉さんから説得に応じるような言葉が出たんだよ。バナージ君の思いが通じたの？それじゃ戦いを終わらせることができたんじゃ。だからリディ少尉は撃った。どうして？もし人が分かり合うことで戦争がなくせるなら、今まで兵士たちがしてきた殺し合いは何だったのかってことにならない？それは彼らの戦争を冒涜するものだったのかもしれない。あなたそこまで考えて AI であるさくらがここまで人間の思考を理解できるものなの？そしてリディ少尉さんはその引き金を引いたことで資格を得てしまった。資格？何の？ガンダムを選ぶという資格をだよ。小隊長さん、エクセレント。このディレクトリで起きたブレイク現象は全て修復。トゥルーミッションも一つを除いて再登録完了。ガンダムファイト、ガンダムファイト。未来世紀の時代ね。結局私たちがガンダムファイトを巻き起こしただけだったものね。ドモンカッシュ君と東方先生ことマスターアジア師匠のデータがこのディレクトリにないんじゃな。彼らのデータを探してすぐにでも次の階層に行きたいところだけど、問題はいろいろあるのよね。謎のデータをこっちに送ったきり音沙汰なしだからね。マスターハーベス。暗号解読は解析用プログラムがまだよ。ハーメスから接触がない方が気になるわね。量産型ラトレイヤーミスターに見つかった件ね。自分が制御用プログラムを作ったモビルスーツに捕捉されたってのは皮肉だけど、明らかに管理システムの制御から外れてたし、今頃デバッグされてるのかも。それはない。ダミーの記憶に騙されている今のさくらを知らないだろうけど、彼は人間だから。あ、そうだ。犬姉さんに頼まれてたどの歴史にも存在しない機体のことだけど、ハーメスが乗ってたモビルアーマーね。そう、それ戦車みたいなプラグイン P ってやつと 爆撃機みたいな飛行型プラグイン H2 機ともどの歴史にも属さない機体だったよ。ガンダムラトレイヤーとの関係は？私の権限だとデータベースはやっぱり閲覧できなかったんだけど、変なんだよね。登録ミスじゃないと思うんだけどな。なんだ？何が変だ？さくら。なんかデータ上ではガンダムラトレイヤーと同一の存在ってことになってるんだよね。当然中身は個別の機体データのはずだけど、前期あのバグメガネで言ってたわけだし。状況は分かったわ。もう少し調べてみて、さくら。
ユゴ、次のディレクトリここでできることもうない。次のディレクトリ
そうね。未来世紀のトゥルーミッションを再登録するためにもガンダムファイターの指定を見つけないといけないし。アイさん、じゃあまたガベージスペースを見つけて、そこから次の階層へ潜るよ。それはまた任せるから、私はサボり続行中。あなたが防壁破り用のコードを組んでハロとよろしくやるように。前のディレクトリ同様、今回も私は手を出さない。何か動きがあってもいいと思うけど。まあそう言うと思って G デモリッションのパスコードはもう用意してあるんだな。さすが有能ナビゲーター。じゃあハロ、さくらの言うことをよく聞くように。
ハロー了解。よろしくやる。さくら、パスコードなんだ。パスコード。
私のこの手が光ってうなる。ガベージ開けと輝き叫ぶ。
Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream soon. Anyone who's left, I got stuff to do. It's related to the whole stuff where I'm moving.
ガベージスペース侵入成功。ガベージスペース侵入成功。
もう慣れたものね。この先も任せるからよろしく。私は早速暗号解読の続きをするから、次のディレクトリへ。
アラート、アラート、エマージェンシー、エマージェンシー。
さすがにそんなうまい話はないか。さくら、何が起きてるの？正体不明機が接近中。データ照合はガンダムラトレイヤー？パイロットはハーネスマーキュリー？無事だったか、それとも。いや、待って犬姉さん。それにしてはこの反応。
さくら、でかいってなんだ？さくら。
単純に全体がでっかいの。なのに識別はガンダムラトレイヤーなんだよ。あ、それってさっき言ってた。まさにデータ上だとラトレイヤーと同じ存在の何かって可能性が高いね。小隊長、出撃をお願い。相手はガンダムなのか、モビルアーマーなのか、巨大なガンダムなのかわからない。気をつけて。
Alright, everyone. Hope you all had fun.